Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a new segment which is called Whinging Wednesday. So we'll wait till a few more people come in because I've got especially one that I want to get off my chest. So, there you go. I'll start the ball rolling. So, but anyway.
Gary Leslie.
Hiya, Leslie. That's Gary's missus. Hiya, Leslie. But anyway. So yeah, as many of you know, the internet went down last night, didn't it? As did half of England's, as far and wide as Wales, and it were Sky in particular. So yeah, and then Gary's put, oh my God, Leslie. Anyway, so Chris sort of checked upon website and it says something about it due to some maintenance. Hiya, Tim. Did your internet go down as well, Tim? Because you're with Sky, aren't you? I think nearly half of England's went off. I've seen somebody on Facebook. But this was just Sky. Anyway, so Chris looked on website and it says something about some maintenance. So I says to Chris, I says, well, if it were planned maintenance, surely they would have emailed everybody or whatever to say, well, look, from such and such a time to such and such a time, you're not going to be able to get your internet. But no. Anyway, we were just about, well, we went off up to bed. It was still on orange when we went to bed. Gets upstairs, puts telly on, and hi, Gordo, how are you? Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I'm getting it off my chest. But Chris checked the website, and it says some maintenance or something. But there's been people from Wales saying I'd not got no internet. You know, Scarborough. You know what I mean? It weren't just. You know, it weren't just Sheffield, it were far and wide off at UK. But if it wouldn't be regular maintenance, why wouldn't they let people know that, your internet's going to be off between such and such a time and such a time? Anyway, but I ended up last night, Gordo, on the Baker streaming. Like Chris got like mobile data, so basically I connected to his mobile data so I could finish the live stream off. But yeah, it's been terrible. So you know, it's not very good communication if this outage were planned. That's what I'm saying. I think I did go off till about 10. And then it were about 12:30 when I went to bed, and Orange Light was still on. But by the time me and Chris had as wee-wees before we go to bed, and I'd gone upstairs, put telly on, and it were all right. So it must have come back on roughly at about 12:30-ish. But as you know, if our internet goes down, all his tellies and everything go off because it's all connected. Oh, you must have gone out before. Oh, even Tim's did. You see, Tim's in Scotland. But this is what I'm whinging about. if it were planned maintenance, why didn't they sort of make an announcement and then people could work around it instead of, you know, just going off and yeah, and everybody wondering why the internet's gone off. So that's my whinge anyway. Well, first one. So as you might, yeah, it's called Whinging Wednesday. So if you've got anything to get off your chest, just, yeah, write in comments. But you see that's what nearly all half of Sheffield were off as well, because like us round here, we can only get Sky. But you see, you know, we can't get Virgin Media or anything, so everybody around, nearly everybody around here's got Sky. Yeah, and I fully agree with that, Chris. So they should reimburse people for loss of service. But you think of how many, I mean, it's probably going into hundreds of thousands that the, you know, internet went down. Hey? Johnny. Aye. Hiya, Johnny. Johnny says, right, we're to a chuffing start. So yeah, that's my first whinge, is the fact that they didn't notify. If it were planned maintenance, why didn't they let people know? You know, it's not hard. You can make an announcement, you know, blah blah blah, from such and such a time to such and such a time. There'll be, you know, internet will be down for maintenance or whatever. But no, everybody's there going, and the internet's down, and wouldn't it, you know, it was like us. We're unplugging things and plugging it back in and resetting router and okie dokie, Johnny. But it were everybody, Gary, that's with Sky. It was Sky. That's why I asked Tim, because I know Tim's with Sky. Gordo's went down, he's with Sky. So it were just Sky. And nobody around, you know, half part of Sheffield, nobody can get Sky. I mean, they can only get Sky, not anything else. But so I've got that off my chest and well and truly. Ha ha ha. So has anybody else got anything that they want to whinge about? Don't forget, nothing particular political and nothing. So, but yeah.
I'm done.
I am Jad. How are you? Johnny says he's got loads. Gordo says Whinging Wednesday. How long we got? But and this is why I've called it Whinging Wednesday, because I know nearly everybody's got something they want to whinge about, and it's just where you're offloading. Yeah, because it's on another good subject. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've got a petrol station down here, and it's been going up and up and up. And what? How much did you say it were now? How much did you say it were down there now?
55.5 a litre.
£1.55.5 a litre. Oh, this is another one. Chris bought himself some new headphones, and he's gave me his old ones, and the wireless. Can I get them to work? Can I chuff? Even Chris has had a go and he can't get them to work. Isn't there a wire that you can...
Well, I just don't like Chromebooks or not compatible with Chromebooks. I don't know.
Hey up. And Gordo's hit on a good subject.
These work.
Nothing too bad, just bang them in the hop. But this is the thing, Gordo. I know it's sort of not, it's sort of not, yeah, that, yeah. Yeah. People messaging me with subjects that's got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm like. Don't involve me, leave it alone. That's not my business. You know what I mean? So yeah. But anyway, has anybody got any ideas? Hiya, Vanessa. How are you? Baby. Is there any way that you can, like, use them wired? No. Hiya, Mr. Prime. How are you?
That's why they were cheap and nasty. TV specials.
Yeah. No, they weren't. We've gone from Asda.
Oh, well, the Asda. Oh,
Yeah.
Asda specials then.
But no, can't get them working at all. And I think it's because they're wireless and you've got to pair them up via Bluetooth and it's just not finding them. So much for him getting a new pair and giving me his old ones. That's now another whinge from me. Why, Jeanette? What do you mean, why? Why? Explain. So, yeah. So, right, I'm getting... I wonder if Richard will whinge about the gates being locked on his dog inside. I'll put it this way, Sainsbury's and Tesco were more or less 24/7, aren't they, Gordo? Oh, dear. But, yeah, it's... But you see, this is the thing. Chris has been using them till he got some new ones. Because these is new fandangled ones with built-in radio and everything. So he says, oh, you can have my old ones. It paired all right with his. Just Chris, and I said, well, I can't, he told me what to look for. I said, no, it's not coming up. And even Chris came over here and tried to pair them up, and it's still not coming up. So I don't know.
It might be because it kept on saying paired with your J5. Did you pair it with a J5?
What you mean, Chromebook? Yeah.
You do headphones.
Well, that pink one is my J5.
Did you pair them with it?
No. I didn't know. Well, I didn't click on it. Well, anybody that knows me knows I'm not very good and technologically wise. So anyway, so Chris come over and even he couldn't get it to pair. So, answers on a postcard, please. If you've got any ideas, go into settings and click on Bluetooth and pair a new device, and yeah, line keeps going across and things. I think I've got my phone paired with them. Yeah, Amjad says you can pair Bluetooth headphones on Chromebook. There you go. Well, if you're going to ring me tomorrow, Amjad, you'll have to run me through how to do it, because someone's sake, I've tried, Chris has tried, without any luck. It's just not coming up, because Chris says, well, look out for such and such, which is what he did when he paired them on his computer, and it weren't coming up with nothing. So yeah, it's a conundrum, and only wire that comes with it is right. That's a USB which you plug it, you know, you plug into your Chromebook, and that which you plug into your headphone, even to charge them. Ah, we see. It seems strange. Okie dokie then, Johnny. Seems strange though, because Chris can get it paired up over there, but I can't.
Well, mine's a Windows laptop. Yours is a Chromebook. It might not be compatible.
So, but that shouldn't make any difference whether it's Windows or whether
is there a jack on it?
Headphone jack.
Or the headphones.
What do you mean?
A jack point where you can stick your wire into it.
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on. Ha 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 ha.
It's right next to on-off button.
Right,
At least I know what a jack plug looks like.
Wait.
What?
Might be able to solve the problem now.
Yeah. I know where a jack plug's. Yeah. Oh, Leslie.
Might be able to solve the problem now.
Leslie says she went on YouTube a couple of. Hey, oh, what? You know when it's flashing blue, does that mean they're charged?
The flashing blue.
It
might mean that they're running out of juice.
Blue flashing light. No. Yeah. You have to you have to press it hard.
Oh, give me. Put it in. Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, the thing is, there's no chuff on this, so you can't tell whether it's working or not. It might.
Oh well, Johnny's coming up in a bit.
I don't know.
So right, Chris has put a jack plug in, right, and then he's put a jack plug in my computer. So I've got to wait for somebody coming up on panel before I can see whether they're working or not.
Well, just go to YouTube or just put your sound on.
Hang on a minute. Do excuse me while I just try them out. Don't really matter what I click on. May as well go on.
Hello, Joel.
Hiya, Joel. I'm just trying. Well, Chris is old. It might help if I. Yeah. Definitely working. Baby, it's definitely working.
Yay.
I went on, you know, my own live stream, but there were an advert playing. That's why we're going like this, because I couldn't hear music through. So yeah. But I've got to wait for somebody coming up on panel now. I don't know, Gordo, the cheapo. Baby, just pass me that box for these headphones. There was somewhat we went, you know, when we went to Asda last, like 2 weeks ago, there was some Asda, about 16 quid. I mean, they weren't expensive. The ones he's got now are gold plated and got a built-in radio.
That's crap.
That's crap. He can't get it to tune in.
I can, but as soon as you move your head, it loses station. So you've got to stay in one spot. You can't get smart.
Asda Tech wireless headphones.
Crap.
Up to 8 hours playback time. Lithium ion battery. Milk built-in mic.
Yeah, we've got a built-in mic. This one. Apparently.
On ear fit for listening to your favourite music in comfort. Bluetooth, look. But we thought, because they were wireless, and for the price that they weren't too bad. Oh, it's oat gump. Right, I found what's it book. Might be able to do a troubleshooting. Yeah, hi partners. They only like Asda's own make, but we thought they were pretty reasonable for the price, which still I think they're about 16 quid. And the fact that they're wireless, but wireless bit don't work on mine. Right, let's have a look. See if we can troubleshoot while we're waiting for Johnny. So on earpiece, you can adjust volume up and down. You can even use them with your phone and answer it. You'd want to walk about with a great pair of headphones like that. Chris has not said so, Mr. Pratt. See, there is first, and now he's upgraded a bit to a better pair. So he's given me his cast off. But you can actually charge them, like, you know, like how it's got a USB plug. You could, you know, like a brick for your mobile phone. I know. We know, Joel. When it's glowing red, it's charging. Once the headphones are fully charged, the indicator light will turn blue. You can now remove the USB cable from power source and headphones. Right. Connecting using Bluetooth. Long press and hold the power button until the indicator light flashes red and blue. Until you hear the Bluetooth pairing. You are now in pair. That's what we might have to do, baby. You know, when we go on to Bluetooth, right? I've got to have headphones, and you've got to press that power button until it flashes, and you hear Bluetooth pairing.
There you go then.
I think that's where we're going wrong anyway. We'll see on Friday anyway, see whether we or not we've managed to crack it. But I think that's sort of where we're going wrong, because I weren't actually wearing them at the time, and you could hear something coming out of the thing, and that's probably where it's saying Bluetooth pairing. So you sort of got to hold that button so it can pair with your computer. Yeah. I'm glad I read that now. Baby, I'll have a coffee, please.
Hello.
I don't know about Whinging Wednesday, Johnny, but with tech is Whinging Wednesday / tech channel.
Only thing I've got to moan about is the wind broke my greenhouse.
Oh, I know. Hang on.
What, me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can now.
Right. I'm going to go check my settings then.
Oh, please.
Yeah. Can I whinge about attitude of the... Sorry, I've got Chris's cast-off headphones, and they're supposed to be like wireless Bluetooth, but we've had a problem trying to connect them. Well, Chris is like a long wire. One goes into thing, and then other one goes into computer. I'm thinking, why can't I hear him? Oh, dear.
Yeah, the wind ripped the top off my greenhouse. We'll have to fix
Really?
it. Yeah. Only a plastic greenhouse, but it was quite a strong one, though.
But that's the only problem when you've got plastic greenhouses. You know, it's such as wind what we've had. It's been terrible.
It were banging gates, really bad. I should turn them up properly.
Joel says, he said during his speech, French have the wine, we have the humour. I've never seen him.
Joel.
I've never seen him crack a smile, let alone hotels.
You can keep
But anyway,
the sausage finger tosser.
Hi Jennifer, how are you?
Can't stand the guy.
But yeah.
The Queen went last great monarch. He can nap off. I'm no interest in him whatsoever. Or any of his crew, to be honest.
I'm gonna have a go after I've shut live stream down, see if I can get it to pay.
I won't get political, but he's sold us down the river.
Partners, they've been working fine while Chris has had them over there. It's just trying to get them to pay with my laptop.
This tower doesn't have Bluetooth.
But you see, I couldn't understand why. Because Chris says, well, look out for this coming up on your list, and it didn't appear. That's exactly what we did at Amjad. But
if you didn't have the headphones on, you wouldn't know if they'd paid or not, would you?
I've just looked in that, and it says you've got to put your headphones on, press this button until it says, pairing.
Connection.
Yeah.
Or pairing.
Yeah, or one or other. But we didn't do that, you see. It was just that it weren't coming up on list, so.
I've just been tinkering in house this week.
Hey,
The weather's been crap. Hello.
Hiya, partners.
Jeanette, Johnny, and the rest of the chat.
Good to see you.
Good.
Got dusty on itchy beard.
How did you get your Toyota all done?
Yeah,
You commented on my last video and you said some jobs to do.
Well, it was leaking bloody gear oil because they hadn't put the bloody bolt back in. Well,
Yeah.
they hadn't put the bolt all, it fell out and I touched it with my finger.
Oh,
Yeah,
what,
that's Johnny's whinge. The load of crap that mechanic that did his.
I torqued it all up all the way around gearbox and that, refilled it with oil and it's spot on now. So,
good. Mercedes is spot on.
Kept some cardboard underneath it for a few days to check. She's all good. Now she's got a new engine shield on underneath as well.
What was last video? I think the last video with Mercedes was it?
I still think the driver's side wheel's a bit noisy, so I'm going to change that.
Bearing. Is it bearing?
Yeah. I've got a 6-ton press now, so I'll bring it on.
I crypto.
Yeah, I've done it without. I've changed wheel bearings without a press.
A couple of clips and pop bearing out.
I've got a whinge as well, right? I've only got 3 muffins left.
Oh, come on, that's good. That's good going in 24 hours, isn't it?
Yeah.
Damn it to the house.
I did curb again. It's yeah.
I've had 2.
You can't. What's got out for you?
I've had 2. I'm not swearing.
Yeah. We've got 3 left.
Out of how many?
12.
Jesus Christ.
They were lovely, honestly.
Did you have one for after breakfast, one for after dinner, one before he goes to bed?
Not one for every day of the week.
Hey, Callum's first thing were, how many can I have? I says 1.
Because that's just been a Janet, that. How many can I have?
Yeah. If he hadn't to ask that question, he'd have probably got 2.
Right, I'm starting the cat.
So Chris is the Janet.
Gordo says he's got a whinge. He says then Greedy Gannets ate all the cake on the last meetup. Gordo didn't get any. Well, yeah, that's because he had to leave to go to train station, you see. So I keep promising, yeah, he'll definitely get some. But before I leave this mortal realm, Gordo, you will get to sample some of my cakes.
Yeah, at the funeral.
Well, if I'm dead, how can I bake?
You'll sort them out.
Oh dear! But your Tracy paid
Well, anyway, you always plan the week before, don't you?
Don't touch these. This is for week.
Leave them to him in your will.
But anyway, your Tracy paid me a compliment because I said to her, I says, I've got 3 left. And she went, what? She says, anyway, she says, you're the best anyway. I agree.
Well, having sampled both Jeanette's and Tracy's baking, I can say they're both nice.
Keena took one to school. I've had 2. Tracy's got one on the plate on bed.
They were mainly healthy, apart from like the chocolate chips inside and the chocolate on top.
There were a lot of raspberries in Tracy's one. The fruit made up for it.
Hey up. I says to Tracy, we must have done something right because it stopped the fruit from sinking to the bottom.
Yeah, I think they would have gone out way through otherwise because they're pretty heavy fruit, wasn't it?
Gordo's done some chili piccalilli, and I says
that were only without one of them little cups full of raspberry blackberries. We got about 5 bags.
Well, you know what I says to you last time, Johnny? When next time we come over or you come over here, I'll have whatever you're giving away. You know me, I can make. Yeah, I used the bag for apple and blackberry. Yeah, cobbler. I used some out of that tub for the baking last night. So I've still got that big coffee jar and some in the tub.
Yeah, wedged them in there. You're going to have fun getting them out. I have to do it like a piggy bank and crack it.
Well, what I did when because I weighed 150 grams out, which is exactly what we needed last night. And I says to Chris, I put them in a freezer bag and I says, get them out at last minute. Yeah. Hey up, Gordo, me and Tracy's on the bar.
Are you telling me? What are you telling me, Gordon?
It's forte's tinkering, not making jam, but yeah, me and Tracy were on about that, trying some blackberry jam.
I'm starting a little goat cart project. That should keep me a bit. I took the engine off that big generator. The generator part don't work.
Hey up, I've got something
the engine off it, completely stripped it down, took the engine off.
I've got something to show you, and this. It's sort of forward thinking when we make the Rice Krispie things. How about them size of them bad boys? Does anybody know where it is?
A suppository?
Can you tell what it is yet?
Look at the size of them bad boys.
A giant marshmallows.
Can you tell what it is yet?
They were quite reasonably priced, and I thought, yeah, the massive giant marshmallows, but yeah.
How much?
I don't know. Now
to roast, don't you need a blowtorch?
I've had quite a what's it today. I'd ordered some Halloween sprinkles, some green like Smarties, because you know when I Tracy. So yeah, baby, just get me them sprinkles out.
About 5 minutes.
She's live from next room.
I'm having a whinge because he don't listen to me.
What's up?
You know them sprinkles that I bought today. You know where they are in.
Give me a minute.
Anyway.
I'll get you in a minute.
So I'm like forward. Yeah, they are marshmallows, Tracy. You know when we make the pumpkins. It says about 40 large marshmallows. So I'm thinking with these being giant ones, I probably only need 20, so there's 20 there. It says 400 grams. So, and I know the giant toasting marshmallows, but the marshmallow's a marshmallow. That's the way I look at it. So, I think what's it?
It's big enough, it's climbing up the side of a building.
I'm going to say, look at the size of them. They're gigantic.
Not as big as the Marshmallow Man in Ghostbusters.
I bet I could make one of them. Gordo says he's doing.
At the state.
Tracy says they sell them in home bargains. I wish I'd have known that because we've got our own bargains down there. Pickled eggs. Ugh.
Not my. I love eggs, but not pickled. No.
They my Halloween sprinkles that I've had delivered.
Especially when you see them at the chip shop in a massive jar and look like they've been there 5 years.
Oh, and Aldi. So yeah, they make Halloween sprinkles, Tracy. And these are the green, like, Smarty things.
Oh.
You know, when we make the marshmallows, these make up the. Just got to get some mini Rolos now.
Well, it's like Challenge Annika when you send Chris out of the list.
Yeah, I got my pumpkin puree come as well today, so I'm all set for Tuesday as well.
So he told you plan everything ahead.
I'm a Virgo. What more can I say?
Yeah, man, that's a good job. I had some more of that gear oil in the shed. Since half of it dripped out all over the floor.
Yeah, and that stuff, your gearbox oil, it stinks.
You haven't done it wrong at all because the crush washer was absolutely battered and bent. So they obviously forced it out to start.
And so you can only get away with reusing them so many times, maybe once or twice.
Oh, it was mangled.
But if it's like that, it definitely needs replacing.
Yeah, I put a new one on it. I had some spare ones from doing the.
Well, I bought a set of copper crush washers, or I think it was on Amazon. You know, stuff like that. You get little, box with them all in.
I must have ordered it wrong. You know those clips to put your body shield, your engine shield on.
Oh yeah.
About 150 of them. I must have clicked wrong. They said worth 6p each or something, so I'll have a few of them. Breaking really easy though. So
again, I've got a little, a set of a sort of plastic trims. It's quite handy as well. You know, like if you're pulling door handles off.
The left-hand side, no engine shield. They didn't put it back on. And then I knew why, because I snapped every single bolt off. I had to drill them all out and then
Oh yeah, it's just heat. It's just heat, isn't it?
I went through
it's heat cycle and corrosion.
Yeah.
I think, Gordo, after that list, only thing I can eat that's pickled is beetroot.
Yeah, I like beetroot. So when you freak out, you're having a piss. What's it not going on?
Friends are like marshmallows, they stick together. Yeah. Oh, you'll not be here Friday, will you? Partner.
No, I won't, no.
Oh. I was going to say, it's my birthday. I'm having a birthday bash on Friday. I know I don't normally do a live on a Friday, but...
Yeah, I'll definitely be at Caravan Friday night.
My serpentine job, Gordo, was about...
Oh, talking of which, my next video out is road trip. Yeah, when I told Caravan.
You went down Cornwall.
Yeah, and I might be bringing it back.
Oh, why don't they like it down there?
Well, no, they're there till they're there for another month.
Oh,
and pitch is still paid for. So obviously I'll need to vacate the pitch before I bring their caravan back. If I'm bringing it back, I don't know if it's happening. I've spoken to them. Said, let me know if I'm doing it or not. I can make plans. Just need to book in somewhere down south to stay. I'll go down on Friday night and get my head down. Then I've got all day Saturday to take caravan back.
Well, that's it. I mean, it's a long old journey to be going and coming back each same day, isn't it?
I can't do it same day. There's no way you can do Cornwall same day.
So has anybody in the chat or any whinges what you want to get off your chest?
I don't think I have anything I want to whinge about.
Only that I rust-proofed the bottom of my can and it's pissed it down for 2 days. I dropped a little bit. I dropped the tub. I knocked the tub over next to me, so there was a puddle.
Oh, yeah, yesterday, Mercedes had an ABS problem come back. But it were absolutely pissing it down yesterday. So I think a bit of water might have got in. But I don't expect the problem's gone away.
Well, neither is rain bite sounds and things as well.
Yeah.
But my little ABS problem doesn't come back. So.
Hi, AZ. How are you?
Hey, up, Piers.
But yeah, it's Whinging Wednesday. And I had a good old whinge right at the very beginning because the sky went down last night. As you know, during the baking live, I had to go on Chris's mobile data.
Does he have unlimited data?
It's
not unlimited.
I don't know. Anyway,
you've got to take the inner wheel out.
It was something to do with Sky, the whole country, Wales, Scotland, anybody that's on Sky, all their internets went down.
Oh, check this out. Hey, up, Piers.
Hello. I want to have a whinge about all these politicians and their sex scandals.
It's only saying that because I've put no politics or sexual talk.
Sorry, I've already told the king to fuck off. That's so good.
You told the king.
You might like this. You know what's happened?
In France, I've told you.
You know, government were going to ban the sales of new petrol and diesel cars by 2030.
It's gone. They've changed it. They've done a U-turn. It's gone up to 2035 now. No,
I mean, I've been saying this all along. You can't just replace the internal combustion engine wholesale.
So that's why I've had to drop it.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Crypto, she's whinging because she ain't got no chocolate.
Pushing people into complying it working because all we do is just put the cameras up.
No, nothing.
That's a whole.
Nothing.
That's
That's why, exactly why Ainsley said.
Jeanette can do a whole show.
Oh, I said sexual dwell. I've just told everybody I've ordered a new knob.
Oh, did the old one fall off?
His old one weren't
the root cause of vehicle pollution. Fuel, not the engine. It's not the engines that pollute. It's the fuel. That's
Plus, you use more fuel and you pollute more doing 20 mile an hour because you're in your first and second year.
Listen, don't tell me about 20 miles an hour.
Don't worry, just don't do it. It's
very difficult. Yeah, that's anyway, I'll
see what you've been doing in Wales.
We saw AC doing 20 mile an hour, and it's like he's going at a snail's pace.
Yeah, Johnny.
No other driver.
Until I get behind somebody that's doing 20. You can't just be overtaking everyone. You look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, but didn't you have a bit of a rampage last night where everybody sprayed all signs?
What? Oh yeah.
Loads of people all over Wales sprayed the signs last night.
Yeah. Well, in Tremor, just like about 5 minutes away from me.
Somebody put a 3 upside down against a 20.
It's the same as these ULEZ things in London. They've gone round defacing them all and spraying them all. And
same in Glasgow now. They're trying this shit in Glasgow now as well. It is a war on the motorists. They don't want us to drive anymore.
Yeah, it is. I agree, Johnny.
Should naff off.
Easy target.
When I had to pick
target, so you could basically get fucked.
So I had to take my bike. So I jumped on my
bike. Your choice is for a 2 penneth worth thing, Johnny. She's sick to back teeth going up at 7:30 Monday to Friday, so she had a day in bed today.
Yeah, she did. I hadn't seen her. So
it's like this, Johnny, and I know where she's coming from. it gets too much for you. You know what I
Well,
mean?
we've got the baby here 3 or 4 days a week as well, so she's absolutely knackered.
Well, I mean, come on, look what she's taken on. She's taken on a lot of
I just left
responsibility.
her today to sleep, and I'm going to start Keenwick morning so she can have a lie in as well.
Yeah, it does. It does get, I mean, not just your, it's your body as well. I mean, let's face it, Johnny.
Then when you think, weekends coming, we don't get there.
Neither you or Tracy are getting any younger, and I know, you know what I mean.
Johnny is. Look at him; he's getting younger every day.
But you know what I'm saying, don't you? You know what I mean. You need a saint.
New vitamin for you, Jeanette.
You need a sainthood. Taking on what you're taking on, Johnny. That's all I'm saying.
I got a new vitamin for you, vitamin D.
Yeah,
I've been taking that for young. I've actually got it prescribed to me.
They're seeing here important. Your antioxidant vitamins.
Get mine from the sunshine twice a year.
Twice? That much?
I live in Wales.
Yeah.
These is what doctor prescribes me. These is vitamin D's.
Holy shit, they look like horse
tablets. I take 2 of them a day.
These are my vitamins of choice.
I've ordered tomorrow now.
Chewable
multivitamins.
Oh. But this is honest to God, you know, and if I'm lying, so strike me down. You know, since I've been taking all these vitamins, I've not had a cold or anything.
Yeah.
Chris has had COVID, never got it. He had a bad cold that knocked him off his feet for 3 days, never got it.
Oh yeah, it makes a difference.
So yeah, I mean, I take what's it? Omega-3.
I've got a new supply coming tomorrow.
I take folic acid. I take what else do I take? B12 in tablet form, as well as me jab in my arm.
The iron ones are good.
Them that Johnny recommended to me.
Yeah. If you have them with the vitamin K2,
what?
There's a year's supply there. I think they're about $8.99, aren't they, Johnny?
Yeah, I've got some more coming tomorrow. I've run out.
A year's supply.
A year.
I'll just show you them. They're not as bad. They're like a little capsule look.
Yeah,
that's 7Cs thing.
Yeah.
The other ones look like they should be what they call depositories.
Hey up, if you think they big, you just want to see these omega-3 ones. These do look like.
Sounds like a tube of Smarties on the morning.
They do look like suppositories.
Oh shit!
That's omega-3. That is.
Yeah, I've got omega-3 ones.
Doctor once prescribed me some suppositories. I said you can shove them up your ass. I said no, you're supposed to shove them up yours.
Maybe. They're omega ones. I don't get cold. I had cold out.
You seen what Gordo's put? 5,000 men were surveyed why they like BJs so much. We're not having no sexual talk. Anyway, 94% said they were just like the piece of
sounds like and you're doing it. I knew you wouldn't.
But anyway,
I should quote George Michael lyrics.
Go on, Impact. There's
back off his Faith album.
That's what you're going to say, isn't it?
Look up in chat. Go back further, but it's up there.
Yeah. What was that song called? Meet Me at the Public Toilets?
No. I'm going back to 80s. Your Faith album. Wasn't his first solo album?
Now they're on the weekend.
Great George Michael.
Now Philip Schofield things sort of died down a bit. They're on a witch hunt after somebody else now.
It's kind of backfired with Russell Brand though, because they never reported it to police first.
But the
BBC
thing
or
is,
Channel
I mean,
4, they're getting investigated now by
demonetized his YouTube channel.
Basically being attacked.
It's backfiring though, because
But yeah, someone, it's going back 20 years. So why all of a sudden, after 20 years, come out at woodwork?
They just give people
he's even wrote a book about how sexually promiscuous he was then.
It's even on. I watched that YouTube thing, Johnny, and he says I held my hands up. In my younger days, I were very promiscuous. So he's put his hands up and he's admitted that he were promiscuous.
They've come after him. I mean, well, how he spoke out on Maui the other week as well. It's mentioned the Rothschilds at Lawton, fucking BlackRock, so I didn't like any of that.
That's probably why they're after him, Johnny.
Oh, yeah. He spoke out a lot.
He loads of shit.
It won't surprise me. And this is
he's got
just my opinion. It wouldn't
subscribers.
surprise me if they paid people to come out at woodwork and say, well, he did this to
None
you.
of them people that have come out at woodwork have even reported it to police or all.
Okay, then, Gordo.
But mere mentioning it with...
Yeah, it's something going back 20 years. So why, all of a sudden, have they decided to come forward after 20 years?
Speaking out to 6.3 million people and they're listening. That's why. Simple as that.
Same as what they've done to the fucking Andrew Tate tonight. But part of me thinks that they're anyway, just
down that way as well.
As if you're fighting back. I don't know. It's weird. The whole thing, man.
That's why I keep my camera on there. They're coming for me sooner or later. So I keep my CCTV on.
Imagine how they just bust through your door. Fucking
make sure that they don't come.
I like 5 minutes notice if you don't mind. They ain't getting around the back.
Don't forget, so John, if they come with a white jacket that fastens it back, you're buggered.
Won't get that on me. Nothing fits me under 4XL.
I mean, Jennifer says very true. He said he's been set up on his YouTube channel, but
the biggest pair of overalls you can get, and the split.
It does think of being set up. I agree with that.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah, that Jeanette. I got them, overalls to stop my clothes getting mucky all the time.
Oh yeah.
When I put it on, I put it on my shoulders, zip it up, it splits me up the crotch nearly.
Have you ever tried to wear a mankini?
No, but we know what you have.
No, don't go down that road. Borat.
Yeah,
I bought one
for a laugh, and I tried putting it on, and it was so tight. If I stood up straight, it would have just fucking sliced me in half.
You know these women feel.
You still got it, Easy.
Yeah. Shall I put it on?
I've got a picture of Borat.
That should just about round up tonight. She said no politics, no sex. We've had that already, so we might as well have Azy in a mankini.
I'm just watching Chasers in the cardboard box that come with Amazon.
Jesus Christ,
I don't know what to chase in the back.
I
think it's a bit of tape or something. I don't know. You know what they say about small minds and everything.
Yeah,
Eh?
Small penises.
No, I'm on about cat.
I don't know. I thought it was the same as big feet. You know what they say about big feet?
Well,
big shoes, big socks.
The cat's in the porch. He was a complete dick earlier.
They say it's out all over.
We're getting back to next week.
We've got all these toys, and he's happily just playing in the box.
That's like kids at Christmas.
Oh no!
I got all my stuff from Autodoc and Keena climbed it box.
But yeah, he's having a whale of time in this cardboard box. This is it. You spend a small fortune on toys for him, and he's happily playing away in the cardboard box with a bit of tape stuck to end his paw.
Hackness, I'm curious. If you wanted a picture of your car, go back to the car. Why wouldn't you drive it to a nice location?
Because that's outside his ass.
I know.
Well, it's easier to take a photograph while it's parked outside the house.
I know, but look, there's a van in the background, which is
It's outside his ass.
Well, it's about keeping it real. This is the reality.
Okay, it's shit.
I say keeping it real.
Yeah.
Somewhere nice and have a nice backdrop. It'd look lovely then.
He's got backdrops for all occasions. I suppose you could stick a
Yeah, I got
backdrop
one for
behind
every day of the week.
Oh dear.
Anyway, cut it out.
that. At least he's showing his own car. Normally it's one he's worked on.
There you go.
That's cool.
Your photos.
You don't have that one now, do you?
Your photography skills are fucking second to none.
You still got that one?
It's a nice car. I like them. But
Yeah, still got it. Yeah, it's daily driver.
I just sit in that. It's a nice car.
Oh,
nice
Joel, there was a picture of Borat.
Borat in his mankini.
Yeah.
That Jack.
She asked what that picture with because it's a bloke in it.
Yeah, with Borat.
Yeah, but
Volvo drivers are a type of person, though. You know that, no? I do like them.
Don't tell me what it's saying, Brush.
What?
Don't tell me what it's saying. Don't tell me what it's saying,
I mean,
Brush.
I don't make up the rules.
I tried everything doing that car.
I don't make up the fucking rules.
Even myself. That's what I want to do the car with.
What Richard's got is a BMW, isn't it?
Yeah, X5.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Oh, yeah.
He had a Volvo before that, though.
Yeah, he had a V70.
I had a 740 GLE when I first started working. It was a company car when I was doing my apprenticeship fitting carpets.
But you see, he traded the Volvo in.
50 years ago.
It was too low.
I paid 150 quid for a Volvo 240, right? Clean interior, leather, alloy wheels, that look really old car. It was like a yacht. I paid 150 quid for it with a week's MOT on it. I put it in and it passed.
Mercedes passed its MOT 4 weeks ago.
I just put it in as a laugh.
Do you know I said to you, Nose Bro, I'll find him on the map from his videos.
Yeah, you found him.
I found where he lives.
Oh.
I was stopping in on holiday.
We know you can find anybody.
Yeah, I found him. It didn't take me long. It didn't take me long to find him at all.
Couldn't find his van keys, but he'll find you.
Yeah.
Well, look at that fella that come on, and nobody, and he says, whereabouts are you? And he says, are you anywhere near this? Are you anywhere near that? And he
was driving into town somewhere, wasn't he, in America?
Yeah. And then we're going down highway or whatever they call it.
I got to the bar before him. I knew where he was going before he got it.
Yeah, and you got it spot on, exactly where we were going.
I have got a freak.
Well, I managed to find Ubnut's old abode. You know, when he was still with his ex-wife.
It was Ubnuts.
What did you just say?
Ubnut's a YouTube channel.
This is my
guy in Wales.
My latest challenge.
Oh, Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, I'm learning how to do a Rubik's
Cube. It takes
Cube.
ages to peel all them stickers off and put them all up right through.
Yeah, they never go on the same. They never go back on the same.
No, I'd never do that. I'm halfway to doing it. I know how to do it because it's a certain way of doing it, but I've learned half of it. Second half's quite tricky.
The Rubik's Cube is stimulation for the mind.
Yeah, the guy that designed it, his name's fucking Enzo Rubix or something.
No, Rubik, I think.
What is it?
Hang on, let's have a look.
Is it Enzo?
No, that's a Ferrari guy.
Yeah.
I think he's Hungarian.
I've got another wing.
Yeah, it's Hungarian. Erno Rubik.
Callum, we were on about today. If we ever win lottery, Callum's spending it before we've even won it. He's getting a Lamborghini, he says.
Oh, is he? Yeah.
We haven't even won lottery yet.
No, and the best part about it, the first bend, you'll probably write it off.
Hiya, Richard.
I'll cheat.
What's it about a Lamborghini? I just like them.
Yeah. Just don't go over a gravel drive when you want a car.
For Jack's 13th birthday, or his 13th or 14th birthday, I bought him a track day to drive a Lamborghini.
I remember that day. You posted it, didn't you?
Yeah. We got to, in.
We've all seen each other's kids grow up.
I know. It's fucking mad, isn't it?
I can remember
Literally
that.
with Keena. Literally
Do
with
you
Keena.
know, do you know what we found out tonight? Harry said to me, I got a good game, Dad. You play a code and I'll tell you what it is. Yeah? Honestly, right? So I was like, okay then. So he's not looking. He's got his eyes closed. I'm playing a code. He's like, A. I'm like, yeah. I play another one. G. Play another
Really?
one. Oh, he's not sure. Oh, hang on, I'll play it again. B minor. Every single chord I played, he knew what it was.
He's good at good places. That
Honestly, it blew my mind. I knew he had an ear for it, but tonight he proved that he's literally like pitch perfect. Like he can hear it.
Yo, Richard.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah. How many 6-year-olds do you know that can do that?
One.
It's
Honestly, it's crazy.
It's amazing.
It is.
And it's something for him to focus on as well as he grows up.
He's done it all his life. Like when I say he does it, he's done it all his life. Like he's literally done it all his life. It's mad. Like he was humming before he could pick up an instrument, but when he was humming in tune. Like, what's that? Is that that's a TVR? Is it?
No, completely wrong.
Lamborghini.
Of course, completely wrong. Fucking nope, you're full of shit.
I can't see what Callum sees in them, to be honest.
Is there a way of not being completely wrong? Can you be half wrong?
No, you're either wrong or you're wrong.
Yeah, so what's the point of adding completely wrong? That's just being obnoxious.
Well, it's not TVR, so you're completely wrong.
Complete now, can I just be wrong?
It's a Lamborghini Miura.
All I know is getting in it's probably a lot friggin' easier than getting out of it.
I'm looking more at the brickwork behind.
Help, Johnny. I won't get in it, let alone get out on it.
That Ford Puma Traces, I had a right job getting in there, that thing. It was a fun car to drive.
I can't afford a Miura.
Am I completely wrong about that?
Have you ever? Well, you're completely right about that. It's not mine.
It's funny how you never say I'm completely right.
I just said you're completely right that it's not mine. Never will be.
No, I never said is it not yours. I said, is it yours? That's not the attitude. Have a moan about why it's not yours. Come on.
I can't afford one of them. Couldn't afford one back then. Definitely can't afford one now.
That's probably worth about 3 million though.
Oh yeah. Who's it's got one? JK.
He had work done on your van yet? Easy. Said it last time we were talking about it. He said it had got to have some work done on it.
I got a bit of welding done. I haven't had it done yet, but no, it's running good at the moment. It's just it don't like 20 miles an hour. But my van does 20 in second gear, gets it to 20. So when you get to 20, you change the third gear, and then it takes you up to 30, and then you're chilling in fourth.
Well, companies have took Welsh government to court this week as well, saying that you're in first and second, so saying it's not more polluting is a lot of bollocks. Plus you're looking at your speedo a lot more, trying to do 20 miles.
I mean, I look at it this way: while you're on road, no matter what speed you're doing,
you do less pollution.
You're still polluted, aren't you?
If you're doing 20,
Thanks. In actual fact,
if it would take you an hour, now it takes you an hour and 25 minutes. You know, it's just
that's it.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
I think that's an incentive for people to give up the car. It's just an incentive to destroy any town centre because you won't drive into it.
Somebody posted something saying the wind in Wales is exactly 3 times faster than any driver.
It's in Scotland as well, isn't it? It's coming in Scotland.
Yeah, but Glasgow, they're already smashing up the cameras.
Oh.
They've been trying to install them every time they disappear. Some alcoholic fucking nicks it.
It's crazy though. It's like we are literally being like the
council down in
yeah, it's like being held to ransom, isn't it?
If they put up the LED digital ones, they won't get damaged. Everybody's got some new lights for Christmas. Yeah, the big LED fancy ones. And
Who else thinks that Christmas is coming round way too soon this year? I mean, we're nearly in October already.
Oh, I know. It's every year, isn't it? It's the same.
You know what I mean? Where's year gone?
You're all right. You got an older kid. You haven't got to
I'm gonna
worry.
have to get my Santa suit out and dry clean it.
What's that one?
Another Lamborghini. Fiorotto.
Oh, it's Wheeler Dealers.
It is. It's the Wheeler Dealers one.
Mike Brewer.
Yeah.
We've got a Mike Brewer.
Why would you stick a green Lamborghini in front of fucking green doors like that? That's just.
That's Mike Brewer. We've got a Mike Brewer.
Oh, that you're in.
Place.
You want to park about a green door?
So yeah, I don't know.
Do you know what the green door is?
I don't know whether it's
also covered by Shakin' Stevens.
How often is there, but yeah, we've got a Mike Brewer car.
Is that a Cavalier? Was that a Cavalier?
No, next one up from Cavalier. That's a Carlton.
A Carlton.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was I completely wrong about that?
You were close, but no cigar.
I used to like the old Cavaliers around those times. The SRI. That was a nice car.
A Maestro. Maestro Turbo.
Do you know what? I know this is me from a non-car. Don't know jack shit about cars. I used to look Sierra.
Cavalier.
Yeah.
I've had a few Sierras.
Sierra.
There's only one good Sierra, and that's a Cosworth. All the rest is shit.
I wouldn't say so.
Yeah. My dad swore by Fords. He had Ford Escort, Ford Granada, as they sort of, and then he got Sierra, and yeah.
My dad went to Fords. He had mainly Cortinas, and
we had all sorts, Johnny. My dad swore by Ford.
We had some XL3s, the older Cortinas, mainly Ford. You're thinking about with minis as well.
The only one that my dad didn't have were a Capri.
Them little mini bread vans. Remember little mini bread vans, wasn't it?
Having us three kids, it went.
You've got a nice one.
It went sort of,
Not a lot of Capri survived, though, did it? So you have to pull the entire front end out.
Gordo had a Capri. Gordo was saying, like, in previous
suffer from rust
live streams that he had a Capri and he wished he'd never got shot on it.
Wheeler Dealers did a Capri.
But
yeah, look.
I mean, they're nice looking, don't get me wrong, but they're not very practical, are they?
Yeah, well, it's...
There's like West Midlands who's restoring a Mark 1 Capri. His channel's called Rusty Love.
Rusty Love, that doesn't sound dodgy.
Actually, carburetors.
Yeah.
That's what he's...
What's up with Rolls Royce then, Joel? Are they downgraded to a Bentley?
No. The separate Rolls Royce and Bentley. Rolls Royce is owned by.
Yeah,
BMW.
but Bentley is sort of a pretend Rolls Royce, isn't it? If you know what I mean. As I call it, a pretend Rolls Royce.
Back then it was.
When you buy a Rolls Royce, they give you a cover for it. So if you have a breakdown, you've got to cover it up so nobody sees it. It's broken down.
What do you mean by breakdown cover?
It's a breakdown cover, yeah, literally.
That's the other breakdown cover you get.
Yeah, honestly, that's a breakdown cover. That's what.
And like Rolls Royce never disclosed the power of their engines. They just said it's adequate.
Fuck off!
Yeah. Adequate for going to the moon.
It's true. They never said what the power was.
That's nonsense. You're not going to buy a car if you know what the power is. So if I went to buy a fucking Silver Shadow, or whatever it's called, and said, right, what's the horsepower on this.
They
would say it's adequate.
They said it's adequate, yeah.
It's adequate.
Joel, they must have been slumming it then if he used a Citroen as well.
Anyway, these days, a Rolls Royce is just a BMW 7 Series.
Yeah.
I've never really been interested in all the fancy cars.
Me neither.
I've always known I can't afford the fuckers.
Well, I suppose Mercedes C-Class is about as fancy as I get.
But
the van I got now is my favourite livable vehicle, my T4.
There's nothing wrong with Volkswagen.
Oh yeah, I mean there is. It's just
I spent so much time with my car.
I've worked on T4s. Well, a T4.
You any good at welding? I'll bring it up. You do some welding for me.
Oh, welding's not my forte. My welding's like pigeon shit.
Ew. Johnny loves this car that much.
That's with the shielding gas.
What do you do to it?
I says Johnny loves his car that much. He says good night to it before he goes to bed.
Give it a tap on bonnet. Say thanks.
Oh, a little tap on bonnet.
Hi, Foxy. See you morning.
Exhaust cleaning.
I look after that car.
Do you ever clean the exhaust pipe out?
I've just rewounded it.
No.
I've got a stupid shaped exhaust on the back. I had to weld it. It cracked.
Oh, it's a
I think there's only mayonnaise know what he's talking about.
I've been cracking it and I had to weld it up. I welded it up good though. It's quite as a mountain.
Was there a big crack in it?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I got the Scottish guy down, bend down and film me cracking.
Oh.
It works for the Yorkshire version of the AA. It's called AO.
Yeah, somebody's put a car inside a building. What the fuck's wrong with him?
That's it. That's his coffee table.
No, that's in the dealer.
I know.
I tell you something. There's a place in Malling. I
Well,
drive
it's
past it all the time.
Mercedes,
It's
the
an old garage that's
R107.
actually open anymore. You should see old
SL.
cars in front. Escorts are old nice.
Did you just say you have to use your winter savings to buy this car?
What?
Park Nest just said he had to use his winter savings. Did you buy that car?
What? That SL? No.
No, the other one.
What? Yeah, the one that's outside with van. That's his car. That's
Mercedes.
I'm talking about the one that's behind you now.
So what? No, that's not mine.
Why have you got pictures of just other people's cars?
It's on display at dealer. Yo, it's not just a Mercedes.
I bet you got pictures of other people's wives as well, haven't you?
Don't go putting ideas into my head.
Oh, that's nice. I like that. That's like a noddy.
That's a 1958 180 SL.
That's nice.
Crypto says she thought Bria'd be whinging about not having no cheese monster.
This is a 1984 380 SL.
Joel says you've got a passion for cars. Is that true? Good passion.
Well, let's say I'm an enthusiast. Obviously, it's what I do on my channel.
Not so much enthusiasm with me. It's when I took it in and then said it'll be such and such. We're like, fuck it, I'll do it myself. That car would have been scrapped by now, definitely, if I hadn't done most of it myself. Especially the tank and everything.
I had 2 people in my house today to fit flooring, and I'm a floor fitter. But because we had a leak, it had to be done by certain people. They had to replace what I'd already put down. And honestly, right, I had to fucking show them what to do. They were thick as fuck. I done half a day's work myself with them, helping them out. Like it was.
Yeah, your Kate sent me photos of where water leaked under the laminate.
Yeah, it was so weird having somebody do work in my house, like especially floors. I've never ever had anybody do my floors ever in my life.
The thing is, they're getting
job out to somebody else.
You ain't got to pay for it, so yeah.
Do you know what?
It's hard not. It's not hard not to say, well, if that had been me, I'd have done this, or if that had been me, that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I literally helped them. all day.
But
I made
He
it
tried
coffee.
to door at my house and he just stood there with a pencil looking fucking stupid. So I said, I like it for you, bloody chisel it, Jesus Christ.
I want to go on holiday for about 4 weeks when they couldn't start ours.
Well, I did have a caravan, but I sold it.
Yeah. Honestly, they're doing all windows, new boiler, new kitchen, new bathroom, new downstairs toilet, all flooring. Well, not in here where it's
All at the
carpeted.
same time.
Yeah.
All at the same time.
Well, I don't think they'll be doing it all. Did I say rewiring? But yeah.
It's like
New
fucking, like,
roof.
fucking
It
60
says
new
basically,
wall.
oh, they're starting with roof because she says once they start putting scaffolding up, you'll know work's about to start. Oh, fuck.
New roof, new ceilings, new walls.
New. Well, you see what it is. Our roof's just flat, and they've like got that. What's that stuff that you put on?
Tar.
No, before you put tar, that stuff.
Felt. Roofing felt.
Yeah, roofing felt, and that's all. That's it. Roofing felt, tar, and then some. Yeah. Anyway,
You just reminded me of scene on Shawshank Redemption. You know, with a tar roof at prison, and you know, what is it? Andy, you know, the guy that got incarcerated wrongly. He managed to get his fellow inmates to have some beers. He managed to swing it for inmates to have beers after being working on roof. If you see the film, it makes sense.
it's going to be a long 4 weeks. The only room we've got to clear out completely. It's kitchen. I've got to put everything out of cupboards away. You know what I mean?
You got to throw everything away.
No.
It's got to send it out.
I've got to put them all away.
What?
So
You know, all pots and pans and
bottled water and camping stove.
microwave and toaster and kettle and.
Honestly, where she spends the day going, that's where I go.
Throw it all away.
This is where she finds out how many baking tins she's got.
I do know for a fact that this one down back at, because see, you know, like at our units, they've got like backs on them. Well, on hand. So I do know that's one tin for sure's gone down back, and Chris tried going it out, and you can't even get your arm down back. Now this is the thing, in my drawers.
Well, I don't want to know what's in your drawers. Thank you very much.
Anyway, I bought a load of wooden spoons from Asda, right? And mysteriously, they've all gone missing. So there'd be about a ton of wooden spoons down back of that one. They're like completely gutting kitchen.
Well, I brought one of Tracy's bun tray things this morning. I ain't told you yet. But if you're ace, love, that's what happened.
Hello, Richard.
Hello.
But yeah, they're doing windows in kitchen. They're doing a new boiler, rewire, everything, ripping all units out and lot. So it'd be like a bomb site in there.
Sometimes when Richard joins us, I'm like, holy fuck, this Peter Kay. Oh no, it's not. It's Richard.
Right county though.
So what's your whinge? What's your whinge for tonight, Richard? Are you thinking about what you can whinge about?
I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Listen. I'm not being funny, but why whinge? Let's have a bit of gratitude. What are you grateful for?
Whinging Wednesday. Whining Wednesday.
Call it Gratitude Wednesday.
Don't rhyme. Whinging Wednesday.
It don't rhyme.
That's why it were either going to be moaning Monday or whinging Wednesday.
It's better.
Alliteration, Hazy, alliteration.
Listen, it's not about rhyming. It's about how you make people feel. And if you can, it's be better to get people to reflect on good things in their life than reflect on bad things.
Well, I agree with the sentiment.
No. Hang on a minute.
So if you can say, what are you?
I started off by whinging about Sky going off last night. If they knew it were going to go down, they didn't notify anybody. And then you've got everybody taking to social media on the phones, wondering why they've got no internet. If it were, maintenance, why didn't they inform everybody? That was my win initially.
What I'm saying is, instead of moaning that your internet's gone down, you could have chucked to the internet on your mobile phones and be grateful that you've still got.
I ain't got mobile data out. I were in middle of a live stream last night when it went down. So that's why I'm whinging. And I had to use Chris's mobile data.
Well, there you go. You should have been grateful that you could have used Chris's mobile data. Instead, you focused on the negative, which is going to make you feel shitty.
I just wanted a whinge.
There you go. But well, that's what I'm saying. But instead, be grateful for the.
No, we soon moved on.
I were tonight when I was on my way home. I was stuck in roadworks for an hour, but I thought, God, it's great that they're resurfacing this road. I'm really glad.
There you go. Richard's on board. I like it.
Yeah, and then 2 weeks later they'll be digging it all
He
up.
had a little think about it, and he thought that
Not the fact that we were stuck in traffic for an hour.
But it's
So
true.
It's sort of a bit of both. It's a whinge and
Yeah, but of course, I thought to myself, in the morning, I'm going to glide across that brand new tarmac delaying.
No, what that means is for the next 7 years, that road is safer than it ever was.
I'm sure I'll come back on at about 12:30.
2 weeks later,
We
they'll
went
be
to
digging
bed
it
at
up.
12:30 and light was still orange. But by the time we got upstairs and put telly on upstairs, it'd come back on.
So what you should have been grateful for is having a telly upstairs.
Shut your face, you.
When you're going to bed, you don't need
Hey
internet.
up. Answer me
just
one
need-
question. Whose
need
channel is it? Whose channel is it?
I'm grateful for having a telly upstairs.
Listen,
Yeah,
I told you.
I'm
Even though
just
it's not the
saying,
same level, but
I'm just giving you some.
upstairs.
I'm just giving you some advice. That's all.
Hey up, when I want your advice, I'll ask for it. Thank you very much.
Well, sometimes you don't know what you
I
need.
think is you make a good counsellor.
You know what?
I think you make a good counsellor.
He doesn't just become
I don't know if you know this, but I am actually a good counsellor.
I remember that guy that used to be a woman and that woman that used to be a bloke on it. I think he left him baffled, whoever he were.
The thing is, people say stuff and they don't know what they don't realize what they're saying. And when I listen to
politician.
Honestly, I will honestly say one thing. You know me, I'm grateful for everything. Yeah, we might not have millions or we might not have a lot of money, but I'm grateful for what I've got.
Exactly. There you go. And don't I feel better?
But yeah,
fucking no internet for a couple of hours.
It's just to put the record straight, easy. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, for the record straight, that your
I'll leave it
programming
for me,
people know me and know that I'm grateful for everything.
The thing is,
I'm grateful for everybody being here tonight. The fact that I've got 19 people
the reason
in.
The reason I know this is because I do it myself. So, because I can analyze myself when I do that shit, I like to tell people that they're doing it too, and it helps you.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I know what you're saying, and I'm thankful for your input. But yeah,
what I'm
still going to be called Whinging Wednesday.
What you should call it is glass half full Wednesday.
Not
But what I'm
empty.
saying is, I wanted to do something because
Crispy pancake Wednesday.
we're making pumpkin donuts next week. So.
I know you wanted.
Hey, I voted for Monday. I told her, I said, by fucking Monday, I need to
It says by Monday I need a good moan.
I only get Mondays and Tuesdays off. I'm not even kidding.
But
Now he's going to be. We're starting him at nursery next week, so it'll be Monday, Tuesdays, and Fridays.
Johnny will be going, woohoo, woohoo.
I'm thankful every time I open my eyes in the morning.
Exactly.
No, that's the time I'm most.
You know when you get to my age, AZ, you're thankful when your eyes open in the morning.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I am.
Are you going to be about on Friday?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds very intriguing. I might be.
I'm doing a live stream Friday night as well because it's my birthday.
Oh, fuck. No, I'm not going to be around then. Fuck that. Birthday. It was my birthday last week. motherfuckers.
Joel let it slip last night. It were hers.
No, it's not on my birthday. I hate my
when.
Really
It was September.
It didn't used to be real bad, but my birthday's a real shitty day for me at the moment. And yeah, this I went to see fucking The Streets on my own on my birthday. I don't know. Imagine being 47 and going to a concert on your own. Fucking proper Billy Numbers.
Well,
all right though.
This comes to mind as Sado.
No kids, no misses. Have a night out.
He did ask who was on their own to a concert on the birthday. Yeah, Sado's.
I would. I bloody would.
I enjoyed every fucking second.
Night off and the missus, no kids.
Smoked a fat joint and listen to music.
Woody says, "How about come Friday?" Now I'm just doing. Because I used to go live Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then Saturday. So I was doing 4 live streams a week, and it all got too much for me. So I've sort of slowly introduced this one on a Wednesday. So I'm not going to add more pressure to myself. I'll still, just for this week, I'm going to go live Friday and Saturday, only because it's my birthday Friday.
Yeah. So that'll be hungover Saturday.
He rung over last week. He got dates wrong and thought it was last week.
I'm buying a few of those cans again. They did me good though.
Well, the big ones.
Yeah.
How many did you drink?
Both.
Fuck off! You drank 4 of those big cans.
No, 2.
Can I say fucking 4 of them?
He went on somebody else's panel and they were well oiled.
Oh,
we don't know.
Listen, don't worry about it. I drank fucking my last live show. I drank 10 cans of Stella and a bottle of Baileys.
Oh, we know it.
I thought you were doing the Friday. Now, just for 1 week only, Crypto, because it's my birthday Friday.
I got it Stella at Twang.
What?
Stella at Twang.
I might even participate in some alcohol on Friday night.
Yeah, I'll get some drinks if you get some drink.
I'll see what Mr. over there.
Don't buy your fake Malibu.
Just in case.
Go get a bottle of fake
Honestly,
Malibu.
Johnny, you must be able to read my mind because I was thinking. I thought, well, I might ask him to. Imagine they don't do that cheap Asda Malibu or Radda, but
my Aldi.
I'd have a whiskey with Coke, but the problem is my whiskey is about 40% stronger than it's on the bottle.
I might have some.
Well, you he says yes.
Enough ice. I might have some of them.
I might have been a little bit. I think I was a little bit. Apparently I done fucking 40 press ups.
It was so trolleyed he didn't leave a pound coin for it.
How many Stellas did you have? About 8, and then some Baileys after that.
Yeah, then he went on a pint glass of bloody Baileys.
Yeah, then I finished a bottle of Baileys.
Richard had to tell him what went off night before in his live stream.
Like that. Because Kate were in chat and she says, look, his eyes have gone. And he had his eyes closed, he's talking, he's all laughter. Yeah, I knew, motherfuckers.
I can't remember none of that.
No, I can't.
That woman came in from America.
Listen, this is what happened. So I woke up in the morning on the settee about fucking 6 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh, fuck, oh, shit in my mouth. I've got up.
Stella. That's delicious in your mouth.
So I got my phone and I've looked and it's like fucking early 6 o'clock. I'm like, fuck, I gotta go up to bed. So I goes up to bed and like, let's have a quick piss first. So I'm pissing in the toilet, still half asleep and swaying. I got my phone like this, and it's a fucking stinky old piss from drinking 10 cans of Stella. Next thing I know, my phone is in the fucking toilet and I'm pissing on it.
No.
I'm like, fuck. So I just grabs it quick. I run because my phone's waterproof. I run to tap next to it, like but I'm still pissing. I'm like pissing and trying to clean the phone. Oh, the right fucking state. in a right state. Then I dried my phone off and everything. I tried charging it up, and it was like, there's moisture detected in the fucking charging port. Unplug your fucking phone. It's like, motherfucker. I had to use one of those wireless chargers, you know, just stick it on.
Yeah.
Until it dried out. Yeah, until it dried out. But yeah, I was fucked up, man. I dropped my phone. I basically pushed over my phone.
Fish.
Yeah.
Do you when you wake up and you're like, oh, what the fuck did I do last night? Oh, it's the worst.
Just consider warning. Don't drink 8 Stellas and a pint of Malibu
and
again.
you spend the next 3 or 4 days with people saying, "Fucking hell, did you see you last? Did you see yourself the night?" You know, everybody's reminding you.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I've done it many times. Woke up with pot noodles stuck to my jumper.
And he told us a story last week. He says he went out, called for a chip shop for some fish and chips on the way home, right?
Oh, yes.
Woke up in the morning and thought, oh, I
went in house.
I couldn't find them anywhere.
Butter some bread. I buttered some bread and I couldn't find my chips. I thought, I'm sure I've been chippy. I know I'm really pissed. I remembered.
Yeah.
And they were on top of neighbour's car. I must have stopped for a slash and pissed them. They were on roof of the car.
I said, did you warm them up for your breakfast? He says, no, she'd come out to a car, seen them on the roof and chucked them in bin.
Yeah,
dear.
She had a little Peugeot 205 and they were on a roof.
Well, you nearly got all the way home without needing a was.
Yeah.
On the buses where Stan Butler puts his fish and chips in engine bay.
Yeah.
I'm vanished for a week. Where did I go?
I think I'm a mutiny on the buses, that.
I loved that scene when they're on that holiday park and that guy goes to piss in bush and there's a toilet in bush and he goes, look, you think of everything here.
There were pontins at Prestatyn. That's where it was filmed.
Because they blown toilet up with carburettor petrol off it to bike.
They were using
in the bush, the new toilet.
Paint brushes.
Boom. They paint all room, and then Olive gets up with paint on her hands and dark and puts handprints everywhere.
So they don't make them like that nowadays. Like
he gets up and says, "You great fat lump."
You butler.
Oh, brilliant!
Can you imagine Alf Garner in modern day? They wouldn't allow it. Half the stuff he used to come out with.
It all fits in quite well for now, though.
Yeah, there was actually a film called Afghanic Chronicles where he did let rip. He did swear and stuff. He didn't swear on telly, but
yeah, I mean, because in essence, it were racist and it were everything else. You know what I mean? Profanities, racist, and you know what I mean? Can you imagine that being here nowadays? You'd have Ofcom going on the case, and people writing and complaining.
Was he racist or was he just worried about his country?
Both.
What? When does it become really racist when you're trying to protect your own country?
Yeah. Fucked up.
I would like to be in Italy when 10,000 African migrants turn up
on the buses, because when you watch the full-length films and they went out and about on the buses, but the actual series, they never ever left the bloody depot. You barely saw a bus moving on the actual
I'll tell you which one I like, where they were on skid pad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Turkey breaks his leg.
Hey, you notice I've got some proper headphones now?
Nice. Right, listen, I gotta go have some food. I'm starving.
The Chris's cast-offs.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us
That's all right.
on Whinging Wednesday, Easy.
I'll speak to you all soon.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
There it is.
And Gordo's back. Welcome back, Gordo.
Welcome back. I like all this.
But yeah, there's so many. I like that one where the at my motorbike at sidecar, and they go over this bridge, and she goes one way, and motorbike goes over.
Luggage ends up in river. That were all the other buses.
Suitcase up, and it's all full of sludge.
Aren't they?
But yeah, it was something to do with faulty springs, weren't it?
Yeah.
And they went over at bridge, and motorbike went over, and she went other way, ended up in river. We all suitcases and everything.
Myself.
Wilfred Bramble were in that film as well. All the other buses.
Yeah.
Super.
But yeah.
Best known for portraying Albert Steptoe, Harold.
But yeah, they just don't make them like they used to nowadays.
They're proper funny without the need for swearing or anything.
But
the late Anna Karen.
Poor love, she didn't have a good ending, did she, poor love?
Oh no,
well, she were in squalor. She were at order.
Who was it? He played the conductor, Jack. He didn't have a good ending either. He topped himself.
Oh no, she didn't top herself, but she sort of became a recluse, and she were at order, and
she had a fire. She couldn't get out.
Yeah.
He topped
himself. Fire, and that were it.
She was good friends with Barbara Windsor.
Yeah, she went off.
They both appeared in Carry On Camping.
Yeah, well, she appeared in EastEnders, didn't she?
Yeah, they were both. Well, they both ended up on EastEnders.
Well,
they were both in
remember that? And in and swing.
I like that one and all.
Carry On films. They were brilliant. They were brilliant.
Sure. To me, I think Camping was the best one because it just epitomised the old Carry On franchise.
How they got away with some terminology they used on that. When they did the beauty contest and it replaced.
Dude, that's a big one. I don't mind putting it in on pegs.
They said, "Are we going to Farkham?" I said, "Bloody hell, I hope so." Mer gets his catchphrase off the fire engine.
I like that one and all, where where they think they're going to a naturist camping. Is that caravan camping? Yeah.
Camping,
yeah.
Paradise. Mr. Fiddler.
Paradise Cove or something.
Paradise Campsite.
Yeah, they think that they're going to a naturist place.
Remember, you could have 4 washing lines for £1.
But they were under, going all excited because they thought they were going to a naturist camp, and it's just a bog standard,
Right, Amy Ball on fire.
That's the film. The campsite on that was the Orchard at Pinewood Studios, and they filmed it in October. So to make it look like it was summer.
But yeah, I agree. There were a lot of sort of sexual innuendos and like double meanings to the word.
Exactly.
With the beauty competition, the 8 fellas there was walking stick, lifting all the skirts up as they walked past. You won't get away with that nowadays. Every time they went past it went. And he lifted the skirt.
With Barbara, it lifted you, but
Convenience is a good film. It is a good film, yeah.
Convenience, but yeah.
Maybe the third.
We're just saying they just don't make them like that nowadays.
Oh, yeah. There's none of them are alive now. They're all dead, all long gone.
They're still alive. I think that's about it, really.
Yeah.
I think there's not many of them left.
What made me laugh with them Carry On films is Sid James were always chasing young birds and had young birds, and in reality, he'd have never got them. And had it.
It was like that in real life.
You know,
it was a womanizer. It was like the John Wayne of Carry On films. It was just himself. He didn't have to act.
You know, he just.
That is true. Every character he played was himself.
They were drinking, gambling, womanizer.
And it's like Jack off on the buses.
Yeah,
he
well,
was chasing young birds around again, and in reality, he wouldn't have got a look in.
Hiya, Anthony. How are you? We're just reminiscing about Carry On films and on the buses.
Sid James, he was the same in real life as he was on the films. That says he's like John Wayne. He didn't have to act.
They were top notch. Them films. They were all good. They were all good. The only character I weren't so keen on was the guy who had that stupid twitch, and you know the guy. I mean, the right tall guy, and he was in loads of them, and he had a silly twitch and made stupid sounds.
Oh God, I know you mean.
He became irritating.
Douglas. You mean Jack Douglas?
Jack Douglas.
And he was the only one I went to keep.
Oh, that what is it? I didn't think you meant Bernard Bresslaw.
He was just horrendous. He became annoying after a bit.
It wasn't like that in reality with Jack Douglas.
Jack had a face like a horse and the teeth to match. I mean, he's not your typical sort of.
James was no look at himself,
if you know what I mean. He weren't, the best looking guy.
No, and he killed himself with his exhaust fumes in 2003.
Really?
Close pipe up exhaust, 2003 in a cottage in Gloucester. Only reason I know that, it's funny how we're talking about it because I was reading about him today.
But
3 attempts he had over his life to commit suicide. Two he failed, and on the final one he succeeded because he had no TV work. Because after On the Buses finishes, nobody would give him a job. Because
I think you're right. Yeah.
Every person that looked at him, every television company looked at him, they just saw the conductor off On the Buses, so they couldn't.
Grant.
That's it. You couldn't give him another job.
Couldn't cast him as anything else, but
no.
Yeah.
And 3 times he tried to commit himself. On 3rd time he was successful in 2003. He went off to Ireland to kill himself on one occasion. I'm forgetting what he did 2nd time around, but the 3rd time he was successful.
But this is the thing. In them sort of situations, you would think, I mean, it all depends sort of what sort of personality he's got to reinvent himself.
He had no money, you see. He couldn't get any work and he had no money. He up to his eyeballs in debt.
I mean, it were like a lot of people like that go into the theatre, you know what I mean, and do theatre work. I mean, if it's only a bit hot, at least he's getting some money coming in.
You'd be amazed how many people commit suicide.
He was doing theatre work. He actually died on stage.
Who?
Sid James.
All right, yeah.
Gordon says it were typecast. Yeah, that's the problem. If you play a character long enough, you get typecast as that character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's the problem he had.
I'll tell you something. David Jason, he's bloody managed to keep out of that.
Yeah.
Amazing in Touch of Frost. Right, serious side of it.
Yeah.
It's like David Frost. He's gone from doing open all hours and whatever to going on to a bit more serious things.
Darling Buds and May.
Yeah, Darling Buds and May. It's like David Jason can turn his hand to anything.
And there was a voice and change of mouth as well.
Playing either way.
You know what I mean? It don't have to be the comedian. I mean, he were a bit of a comedian in Only Fools and Horses, but when he were cast as what's the midget Frost?
Jack Frost.
That were more serious, if you know what I mean. Hi, Peter King.
That spin-off Open All Hours he did, that was just rubbish. It just didn't touch it at all. It were.
I don't think.
So brought it up to present day where the Still Open All Hours was written by the writers of the original series, so I thought it just brought it up to date.
But I mean, it's like I look at it this way. I don't care what it is. The original's always the best. I mean, let's say they do a spin-off.
Gladys now as well, aren't you?
Let's say they do a spin-off of Only Fools and Horses. It's still not going to be the same. Yeah, Grandad and and Uncle.
Not the same since John Sullivan died. He wrote Only Fools and Horses. So.
But you can't sort of. I don't know. The original's always the best.
Well, I says it was the same writers in Still Open All Hours, so I think they did capture the essence of it.
Well, yeah, I mean,
present day.
Yeah, but without Ronnie Barker, it's like piece of the jigsaw puzzle's missing without Ronnie Barker.
Just didn't cut it.
Yeah, even though they brought it up to, let's say, modern day standards, it's still not same without Ronnie Barker. And because obviously
people come and go.
They do it with a lot of programs, and you only need to see that they never carried on with it, or else if it had been successful, they'd have carried on with it.
I mean, it's like us old ones are going on a bit, and we can remember originals. And I think it's
nice to have one from back then that didn't turn out to be a paedophile.
but yeah, you know what I'm saying? We watched the original. I mean, it was like Dukes of Hazzard, let's say. They did a rerun of that. It just weren't same.
No.
I've got to mention this.
That was super.
I might be down that way.
And they hardly made any of them. They only did about 12. They could have gone on forever.
And their hearing aids didn't work properly.
Could have made flipping loads of them. I mean, there was one episode where they were carrying a dead body around the hotel.
Yeah, Basil the Rat. The Germans.
Don't mention the war.
Yeah.
Then you had the builder who bricked up the bloody door to the kitchen, O'Reilly.
Oh yeah. He was that guy. He was the waiter in Robin's Nest, the one-armed waiter.
One-armed waiter.
Yeah.
You seen American version of Only Fools and Horses? That were awful. They had Christopher Lloyd as Grandad.
Where's passing message out phone telling me he's a big baboon?
Now Christopher Lloyd's a good actor.
Oh yeah, but
Only Fools. There's Doc Brown. Great Scott, Marty.
But to me, Only Fools in an American accent just don't cut it.
Hey, there's actually an American version of Steptoe and Son. It's called Sanford and Son.
Hey, I tell you something. Talking of that, Gary, there was Neil out at Young Ones and
Nigel Planer.
Yeah, and other one, bald-headed fella.
Edmondson.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They were both on. I think it were early morning program. Honestly, you can still. It still looks like Neil, but it's got short grey hair. Yeah.
Getting heavy.
But yeah.
Oh, wow.
And apparently, they sort of taking Young Ones onto stage. If you know what I mean. They're doing like a stage version of the Young Ones. I don't think they're participating in it per se, but they're sort of going to be in the wings and producing it and whatever.
It wouldn't be the same without Rick Mail because he actually co-wrote it.
Yeah. But yeah, they were on about, it's
on board.
It's going to be like a stage version of the show, but they're not actually going to participate in it. They're going to be more behind scenes.
I don't think it'd be the same.
Singing to man. That could produce a horse. Oh dear.
It's like Pontius Pilate in Life of Brian. So you're a woman.
But yeah, that were best at it. Only Fools and Horses when David Jason's saying, "Oh yeah, he's a good singer," until he started. What were it? Green, green grass of Rome. Green, green grass of Rome. Oh dear.
I think the classic scene out of blooming that is the one where they pull the wrong chandelier.
Chandelier, that's a good scene. Or a bar flap.
Or Trigger's got this broom for 15 years. It's had 7 new heads and all that business.
And that originated in Open All Hours because Arkwright said that. So it should be called Arkwright's broom, not Trigger's broom.
Walk and wobble. I tell you what I thought was funny. Can you remember when they were painting that Chinese restaurant? And they left Rodney. It says exactly where did you get this paint from? Well, such and such on railways.
That's the painting site in Tunnel.
They were like luminous yellow paint.
They were intercity yellow.
Yeah. Oh dear. And they all come in wearing sunglasses.
When he tells him it's bloody what energy efficient.
I like the one where they go where the
Batman and Robin.
Yeah. The managed to sort of see off a mugger, and then they get to the party. It's a funeral wake.
Yeah, they burst into doors as Batman and Robin.
Yeah, Batman and Robin.
And Trigger turns around and says, "Yeah, I didn't know either." That's what we come on.
Brilliant.
Oh dear. They just don't make them like they used to nowadays.
That says it. It'll never be the same. No.
There's only people of a certain age that like are in the 40s and 50s that'll remember.
When he says, you just got to act cool, Rodney, and he leans against Barman, open action, walks off and he
they're going to call him Rodney after his brother Dave.
Firefox underneath his arm.
Apparently, he didn't know it was going to fall. He didn't know it was going to happen.
Yeah, it went straight, but they kept it in because it was that funny.
Well, they didn't know. He didn't know it was going to fall.
Gordo's referring to when Raquel and Ravin the Benny says he's going to call him Rodney after Dave.
They raffled, didn't they, for him to guess the name or something? He said they're going to call it Rodney after his brother Dave.
Yeah, Roger is no longer with us. A few of them have gone under. Obviously, Uncle Albert and Grandad have gone.
When Denzel did caffeine,
not him that played. Was it Trigger?
Yeah, Roger Lloyd Park.
Yeah,
he died last year, I think, quite recently. That boy said.
Well, yeah, John Chalice.
He died recently. I'm sure it was last year.
Relatively recently. Oh, he died in 2021.
Yeah.
Yep. Del boy.
That was funny.
79. But he was born in Bristol.
Yeah, top quality comedy. There's loads of guns. I mean, but there's always when you get a right good comedy.
I can remember Nearest and Dearest. She were a classic Hilda Baker.
Yeah, I think I've seen a bit of that. I nearly bought the entire series on DVD. And what's the other one? Was it Not on Your Nelly?
Yeah, that were like a spin-off from Nearest and Dearest, I think.
Yeah.
There's lots of
karaoke room.
Somebody goes and dies in real life, and it spoils it. You know what I mean?
Gordo says
Mozart in D major.
His
It's
favourite
karaoke version.
trigger. We're listening at the moment with Rodney listening to classical music, and Trigger looks up and says, "Oh, it's an instrumental."
No, he didn't say that. And he went, "There's no words to it." He went, "Oh," he says, "It's classical music." Trigger, and he goes, "All right." And then Del goes, "What are you listening to?" And he goes, "Oh, it's Mozart in D major. It's the karaoke."
I tell you something though, Chris is that much of an Only Fools fan. He knows every word of everything off by heart. He's watched them thousands of times.
Rodney sits in it.
No, the van is not a Robin. It's a super van.
Yeah,
Reliant super van. I think is it 2 or it might be super van 3.
But
it's just a van version of the Regal.
Them ones were extra little BT vans. Those little 2 my
the yellow ones.
Robin Reliance, the van ones.
And the very classic of Only Fools and Horses is the blow up dolls in back at.
Oh yeah,
What's that noise? They had to leg it because they thought they were going to explode.
Yeah, because they
had to do a runner front van because they thought they were going to explode.
The one tramp saw exploding when I told him not to have the Vindaloo.
Gary says best episode with Jolly Boys Art into Margate.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Somebody copped an unfortunate whelk.
Van 3.
Don't Rodney and Del Boy end up at Raquel's flat or something because they can't find Diggs and everybody else can find Diggs and
that guy Tony. No.
But it were like nearly every single episode there were that moment in it where you were crying with hysterical laughter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And they started selling bloody water off the allotments and it was going green. Peckham Springs.
Supposed to be spring water and it was just water at the tap.
Digging up the road outside the flats.
They were glowing green outside the bed in glass. Like, oh, God.
Gary says
they shut the chemicals in the river, didn't they? So all glasses started glowing.
Gary says they dressed them dolls up to get them out at flat. Oh dear.
Good evening, ladies. Good evening.
I used to like that. I used to like Royal Family. I used to think that was good. That Royal Family.
That's one thing I never watched.
They drive off and they pop up at that window.
I used to love that Royal Family. It was brilliant.
Yeah, that was funny.
Me, can anybody remember Bread? I mean,
yes.
It's just died.
No, yeah, she died. Yeah, Jean Bott. Mary Boswell. She is a tart.
Lilo Lil. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, Bread.
Lilo Lil comes from.
That's the one because they changed the
I'll tell you something about Bread.
On Bread.
I was looking up this address in Liverpool. Work. It was somebody a remortgage customer. I looked up the address. I looked it up on Google Street View, and I said, "That looks like the street off Bread." Said that the address was about 3 streets away from the actual street.
Really?
Where the film, yeah.
God, yeah. Peter Kane says, "Can you remember satellite dish which somebody had nicked from Heathrow Airport?" Why is there a lot of planes coming overhead?
Coming over there,
they go out on veranda thing and it's
balcony.
going beep beep
Where
beep.
did you get it
beep,
from?
beep,
Why are
beep.
you crying? Why are you crying?
Oh, that was Gary. Gary, the little lad who ended up in. Well, he weren't. He were a sort of a teenager thing. The scene in the caravan, Richard.
Oh God, yeah. That was brilliant. That when he's looking through the window and watching next caravan's telly because they couldn't get a picture. And he's sat on bog having his shite while he's talking to everybody with door open.
Oh dear.
They went home early because there were no chip pan.
Oh God.
That's where this thing with Gary comes in, because we always, when Gary comes in, we all go, Gary!
I know, let's follow the horses.
Dear.
I love it.
Oh, no, going back to Breda, because her daughter died as well. You know, actress who played Aveline. She died.
I know Joey changed actor halfway through. It was a different Joey for half the series.
Well, that plays, that
Yeah,
played
yeah.
Ma, she just recently died.
Yeah, she was 91.
See?
The matriarch.
Gordo says, and then camera pans down to his underpants.
It's Ellswick Street in Liverpool. That's where they did all exterior shots.
But that with satellite dish, you know, and it were making all these bleeping noises and going like
All
round.
planes were going over the top.
I wondered why there were a lot of planes going overhead. Oh dear. I mean, you know, you can't write it other than only in Fools and Horses. You know, what with Chandelier and what with Satellite Dish. You know.
Yeah, they've got. You know, there's been two actresses played Aveline.
Yeah, I watched Brett, but it was never one I really went for.
No, I must admit, I sort of watched a few, but it went, you know.
One that really didn't tickle me.
Well,
Family, I thought that was funny. And the other one, what was the other one? The guy's just recently died. That Friday night dinner, that was brilliant. Friday night dinner, it was called.
Cheers, video.
And the main actor, he died only about 2 years ago, so they can't make any more. He was only young as well.
What?
I said I can't hear anything.
Yeah, that's because I've got headphones.
Oh.
Callum says I can't hear anything. I went.
Is that the Bun Destroyer I just did?
Yeah, it can't butt. It can't butt in now. Now I've got headphones in. Yeah. How many can I have?
What?
You'll get what?
Tell me how many buns you wanted.
When you got up this morning,
I don't know. I'll just
about
show you something. I just.
how many
I'll get back in the rear. I'll just get back in the rear.
There were lots of programs that guy that died doing quite a few programs.
Yeah, that's the street.
Yeah.
Looks a little narrow street there.
Yeah. Ellswick Street in Liverpool.
I know where I've driven past a couple of times where they do the open all hours. That's a little hairdresser.
Gordo says he likes In Between Us, but that's more like a modern one. But Chris, that's another one of Chris's favourites.
The lads out of In Between Us, they were the sons in Friday Night Dinner.
I can remember watching because it's the same as I say. Chris is an avid fan of In Between Us, where he's topping up on energy drinks and then he goes into thing to do his exams.
Bloody funny.
I shit myself.
Friday Night Dinner, the guy who played Jim, the simple one, he's been in loads of stuff. The next door neighbour, Jim, he's been in loads of films.
There's been one or two. The only one that sort of dropped into obscurity is that Neil, but he weren't like, you know, he weren't one of the main characters, were he? What was that? Where he had a new car, and first thing, car comes along and takes door off, and he's walking about with car door everywhere he goes.
It's called Mark Heap in real life. Jim.
Just a cat, right?
Which one are you on about? Car doors were.
My head teacher.
In Between Us. It's one of them things you either got to like it or you don't. But Chris
I
loved it.
didn't watch it that much.
It's the one where they all being sick, Gordo. Yeah, that's the one, Tommy. Yellow feet chicken cento or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah.
And it's his first car after driving his test, and that next thing, doors off.
What did you say
Like
that
clown
for?
car.
But
What salvage auction builders of it earlier, right? They had a car that was so new it didn't even show. When you run registration check, it only done 600 miles. The front end was totally smashed to pieces.
Which one was that, Johnny? Because the one channel I watch is called Salvage Rebuilds UK. They're in Kent. They buy these accident damaged cars and repair them properly.
Yeah, that's what I'm on about.
Yeah, Rob and Chris.
Yeah.
I mean, Rob's like Mike Brewer, but Chris, he does all spannering.
oh, Gordo says no, it's where door gets knocked off.
What?
Oh, and that's the address of Arkwright Shopping.
Oh,
And all that was fishing it.
Right.
But I mean, I think when In Betweeners started, they wanted sort of to replace one of these, you know, like either Mrs. Brown's or, you know what I mean.
That Mrs. Brown's, that's funny. Bloody hell. That's funny, that. When she's
that's
waxing,
another one of Chris's
she's
favourites.
trying the waxing kit under the stairs.
That one of my favourites and all.
And then he walks in with that, and she thought it was air freshener, and it was spray glue, and then she gets stuck to the sink, and next door neighbour, I forgot her name, she's called Minnie or something like that, gets her face stuck in between her legs on the sink, and Vicar walks in.
Hey, oh, what about when she's using a vibrator and she thinks it's a mixer?
That's when Vicar wants to lick it off spoon. She says, do you want to lick a spoon? She hands it him on a vibrator, cream on a vibrator.
She don't realise it's a vibrator. She's just mixing cakes with this vibrator.
Brilliant.
Oh dear.
I like it when cameraman cocks up in one of the episodes and puts his camera through the kitchen window and smashes it, and she's like, "Oh, you're all right there."
I'm going to drop out, Jeanette, love.
Okie dokie then, Johnny. Thanks for popping up. I'll see you later, Johnny.
Yeah, I'll see you soon. See you Friday.
Yeah, see you Friday. Bye.
Bye.
Oh dear. Yeah, there's so many funny, you know. But they three are Chris's main. First one is Only Fools and Horses. Second one is no, he likes Mrs. Brown and he likes In Betweeners.
Mrs. Brown's Boys, yeah. Carol.
It's like it's a family affair, though, isn't it? Because
when he says, "I'll have some ice in my drink, and I want it fresh. I don't want none of that frozen stuff."
Oh dear. We could go on all night talking about these.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh
They
yeah.
don't make them like they used to.
No, definitely not.
That's true.
Callum.
What? What one?
Oh, just bring it here a minute.
That sounds like the dog whinging.
That's last night's bait. It did the job. It hadn't sucked at bottom, look.
Those last two are dad's.
But Brendan O'Carroll, that plays his daughter, is actually his wife in real life, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
and,
it, yeah.
And his son's one at characters as well.
Yeah, I think there are family members involved.
It surprised me.
What?
This.
Oh, they've surprised you, have they? What? Because they're blackberries.
Yeah, well, yeah, likely.
Actually, he's not quite 69 yet. His birthday's up. Hang on. 5. Yeah, 68. 68, not 69.
I could just imagine Gordo doing that. When he were with his ex, then when he used to have nuns come knocking at door, and he shout out to him, Norman's Ark. Oh dear. But ain't it funny though that playing Mrs. Brown's boys, you can, it plays a good woman. Let's just put it that way. Plays a good woman, and like of a certain age.
Oh yeah. When they're talking about getting rid of dog, and she's in the kitchen listening to them, and they're all in the living room, and she's like, "Oh, she's just walking around pissing everywhere now, talking about dog," and she's talking about her. She's like that, looking on kitchen floor. She says she doesn't even know she's doing it now. She's just pissing everywhere. She's listening through, that food accent. She's talking about her.
Like we call it tab hanging, and go at wrong end of the stick.
And she's there with mop. And she's starting to smell, so she's like this with deodorant up her skirt.
Oh, we're on the subject of Irish things. Remember Father Ted?
Oh, I never saw that. I never watched
I didn't watch that.
Oh, it's funny.
No.
I never watched it.
The escapades of 3 Catholic priests on a remote island.
Nice try.
But this is the thing with Mrs. Brown's boy. I mean, like Gary says, he's seen they take it on the road, but also, I mean, yeah, it's script writers, but I'd come up with some of these stories. You know what I mean? Oh. It amazes me.
And it's all in 3 rooms, you know what I mean? Living room, kitchen, and pub.
Well, and when it goes off, they all sort of go over to pub bit, and they're all lined up
dance and mess about. And the granddad were in coffin when they faked his funeral, and he's there singing and dancing in coffin. They faked his funeral, didn't they? Get insurance money.
Well, she'd been trying to bump him off for years, hasn't she? For real, I mean, for insurance money.
Superb. I've never watched that Father Ted.
No.
He's dead, isn't he, in real life, the main man?
Dermot Morgan, he died after the finished 3rd series.
That woman's face looks familiar.
Frank Kelly. Frank. Yeah, Paulina. I've forgotten the name now. Paul. Oh God. I'm gonna have to look it up. Father Ted. Pauline McLean.
Tommy says, "Oh, Carol, for years done a Sunday afternoon comedy show in a pub. You were afraid to get up. It's same with Chubby Brown. Nobody gets up during a Chubby Brown program because it takes the mickey out on them."
Yeah. Oh, same as Bernard Manning, he did same.
So yeah, anybody gets up to go to the toilet and
if you sat near front, you're guaranteed to have piss taken out of you. You go, right,
that's it, Gary. I thought I knew her face. It says she was Frank Gallagher's bird in Shameless. And I thought I knew her face.
I watched Shameless. What was it?
Pauline McLean.
What? Who are you looking at?
No, we're talking because.
I've never seen that. I've never watched that.
I think up behind, and I says that her face looks familiar, and Gary says she was Frank Gallagher's bird in Shameless. Yeah.
Libby.
Never watched it. That Shameless.
Libby Croker in Shameless.
But this is the thing going. Like, I know we're sort of flitting from one to another. Shameless. It it was typical of a rundown estate, if you know what I mean. And you did what you could to get by.
I'm watching it on the Netflix.
You know what I mean? And it sort of portrayed people, you know, living on that kind of estate. You know what I mean? It was Clive Webb.
Clive Webb.
Don't ring a bell.
Yeah, the sister called Charlotte.
Oh dear.
No, nothing there.
You wouldn't make a good comedian, Richard.
Yeah, they were them of the days. My God.
But
How you like it?
Yeah, half of these shows where you wouldn't see them on nowadays. You wouldn't. I mean, you can imagine if they put Love Thy Neighbour on now.
No. Oh, Big Norma, the truck driver in Shameless, didn't she? Were a lesbian, weren't she?
Norma, yeah. She went out with Monica, didn't she?
See, Callum knows he's been watching Shameless.
I know all characters.
Yeah, didn't they shack up in back of a camper van or something?
I used to like Rising Damp as well.
Apparently, it's not
Leonard Rossiter.
Gordo says he were a comedian.
Do you know we're born in Liverpool with Leonard Rossiter?
Used to tickle me with that Rising Damp. But, yeah.
Ooh, Mr. Jones.
But there again, they were sort of racist innuendos, weren't they?
God, were they?
Yeah. They won't get away with it nowadays.
When Philip, the black guy, ripped the bottom of wardrobe off, gave it to Rigsby and told him it was Lovewood from Africa and he likes it, and he's wafting it outside Mrs. Jones' bedroom. Mrs. Jones' bedroom, wafting. He didn't realise it was his own bloody wardrobe he were burning. He told him it was Lovewood from Africa.
That black guy and Richard Beckinsdale come up with this plan, and Rip Woodhart, what's Rick? Gary says, camped outside getting grass.
Supposed to burn it and all the women come flocking. Oh, God. and Philip, he's still on telly now. He's police commissioner in that police series. What's it called? That thing on a tropical island. What's it called? It's on telly now.
Death in Paradise or something.
Well, Philip is the police commissioner.
Yeah.
Top dog in that.
That were funny that way. Oh dear.
Yeah.
He thought he accidentally put cat into
we desperate pal.
Miss Jones's fox collar. He thought it was the end of the cat. He burnt. It's a cat by accident.
You imagine your landlord or whatever talking to his tenants like that nowadays.
Oh God! To be honest, it was shithole, weren't it? It was shithole, especially where Philip and Alan lived, like in Attic.
I'm going to say they lived right at top in Attic, didn't they?
I know how they feel.
I might go a little bit early tomorrow because I want to go to that free food thing. Get like pizza and ice cream. Oh.
Yeah, him talking about free food and pizza and ice cream.
They're doing a fair tomorrow at campus tomorrow.
Oh.
I said I'll go a little bit early because I want to get
free food.
It is. From Yorkshire,
I'm going to say, he not turned down chance of free food.
Well, no, it's literally said on Fresh and Sweet, you get ice cream, you get food, you get naan bread.
Fabby,
who others?
Through Yorkshire and Titan.
Oh, that's going. now, do you believe me that Callum's a gannet?
Well, you believe all along.
I'm going to say you knew that all along.
Sex after his old man.
But yeah. Oh, it's all right. I've got a hair dangling down and it's bugging me.
What's he playing?
It's right in front of my
Playing
glasses.
himself.
Oh, I've got it.
You know how tight-fisted Chris was at your wedding. He had confetti on the string.
Yeah,
honestly,
honestly, Gordo, that, well, apart from sleeping, that's all he thinks about, his stomach and birds. Oh, dear. Gordo says, is that all you think about?
Yeah, that's what I got with my t-shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, come here for
What do you want now? What you sitting
Yeah,
down
I
for?
even bought him some pyjamas. I'm only here for the food. So, yeah, very apt.
I seen him a couple months ago.
He is only here for food. Oh, Gordo says stick to birds. Chris keeps saying to him, you want to go down to Asda, Callum, and take biscuit with you? He says you'll pull some birds because they'll feel sorry for him because he's only got one eye. That's Christine Callum, you know, dating advice.
Yeah, just stand outside house and feel sorry for myself.
Oh, I'm choking on thin air now.
Yeah, with this bad.
But yeah, what?
With a sign saying I'm single, please help.
He can see that he's not exactly begging. And Chris has just said, get a sign and saying, I'm single, please help.
Well, I'm not that desperate, bloody hell.
Gordo says, I think you need to take him to Amsterdam, Richard.
To Amsterdam.
I'll wait for the perfect time.
Oh, dear.
You never know, might be someone right in front of me you don't know.
Oh, take your dad's advice and take biscuit down to Asda. You'll get all young and swarming round you. Oh, he's lost his eye. You're about to pick one up there, Callum.
No, they might feel sorry for me, that's why.
Well, yeah. Well, it's a start, isn't it?
Anything to get
Feelings, he says they might feel sorry for me. I says, well, yeah, that's the start.
Biscuit.
Gary says, stroke my puppy.
Lie down in your bed.
Oh, dear.
Is that when you're having a poop biscuit?
But yeah.
You bed. Good boy.
And that's dating advice from Chris.
I might get one in college.
Take your one-eyed dog down to Asda.
See, I might get one in college.
Well, you never know. I doubt it, but yeah, he's been there now 4 years. Anyway, never mind, eh?
I'll wait for perfect time while I'm desperate.
I know.
Some people
take a mick out on your Callum.
Some people's like 30 and have never shagged anybody.
Oh, do you mind?
Sorry. They can't hear me. You got headphones on.
The 40-year-old virgin.
Yeah. Well, Callum's not far off.
What?
See? What? He says 30-year-old virgin. I says, yeah, but Callum's not far off.
Virgin. People...
Yeah, same as I said to Richard a while ago, Callum. I says, you might bump into somebody in supermarket, strike up a conversation. There you go.
And if worst comes to worst, you can always hire a whore.
Not on my watch, Richard. Gordon says you need to do speed dating.
Yeah.
Scrape a couple of
one of these places where we have L'Oreal.
That's not the road he's going down, Richard. He's not going to pay for any services, yeah.
No.
Go to Amsterdam and have a going on at Glorioles.
Not paying for OnlyFans.
Hey?
I said I'm not paying for OnlyFans.
Gary, that's a long way for single mums to go.
I can feel a joke coming on. It's probably on about the shop Iceland.
I don't know how much it costs. I'm frying Edo flights to Reykjavik.
It's probably on about the shop Iceland. There you go, Richard. Do you go in Iceland?
No, I've never been in Iceland in my life.
Gordo said, apparently being naked in Iceland is not allowed. But that's not one place I like to do my shopping in one place, and I just do my shopping on Asda or go to Asda, and that's it.
All right, Ned. Don't fly to Iceland.
Biscuits.
Gordo says I'm not sure about Asda though.
Worst airline.
I hope I'm not going to find out. Gordo. Gary says Monday's the best day because they get the benefit. Oh dear. But same as Callum says, I keep telling Richard he might go to Sainsbury's or Tesco's one night and accidentally clip somebody with his shopping trolley or his basket. And
there's no problem if you go to Tesco in Blackburn. That's where they all are.
Tesco Express.
Well, we're not talking about ladies of the night. We're on about the real version, you know, respectable.
They're about my day.
Well, no respectable women going to that Tesco's in Blackburn that I will. It's in a bad area.
Well, you'll have to try and bump into somebody in Sainsbury's then.
Sainsbury's is in a posh area, but Tesco's is rough, in a rough area.
Gary says, Richard, take him under his wing.
That's not so good, that. You need to find a more secure wing than mine, bloody hell.
Oh, God. Well, it can't get any worse than Chris telling him to take Biscuit down to Asda for him to feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
Get some people.
I don't, there's not much dogging goes on at the moment, Gordo. I don't know what's happened to dogging.
He's waiting for his Polish cleaner to come pouring the Hoover against the door. And
Sunday, it were a lad.
Really?
Yeah.
What's happened there then?
Don't know. Hey, and I'll tell you something. He had something I've never seen before. He had a Henry Hoover, right? A Henry Hoover, and it were cordless. Henry Hoover.
Cordless Henry.
I didn't know such a thing. Henry Hoover.
Gordo says a better class of tart in Sainsbury's, and Tommy says bollocks, go to Marks and Sparks, pick up a rich one.
I couldn't believe it because I saw him and he rushed downstairs in his Henry Hoover, and I thought, where's his wire? I thought it's bloody.
They do exist.
Yeah, I've seen it with my own eyes. I know they exist. I don't need it confirming. I've seen it.
You know where your old school is? Yeah. You know that St James's Park? There's a Marks and Spencer's food hall in there. You'll have to get off there.
On Amazon.
A cordless Henry, and it was a Henry. I saw his name. I saw it written on it.
That's what we've got, but it's not actually a Henry. It's a Newmark, which is sort of like thing, kind of thing.
Because when you buy a Henry, it does say Newmark on the box.
Yeah. Well, on don't say Henry on the Hoover, it says Newmark.
Yeah.
Didn't buy it though.
That's manufactured. Newmark's manufacturer.
Well, we'll put it this way: we didn't buy it. Chris acquired it when he left. So yeah.
Talking about you, Dad.
He took the liberty of liberating it.
Yeah. Basically, he used the Hoover, so basically he knew anyway that they were getting a new batch of Hoovers. So Chris says, well, they're not going to miss this one. So yeah, it went it back at car. But yeah, it does say pneumatic on it, but it don't say Henry.
The amount of Hoovers we've gone through is unbelievable. My mum keeps buying them and she doesn't like them. Unbelievable. I've said to her the other day, I said, you must have spent about $5 grand.
Said, I'm mailing you for the box chase and sending you off.
Yeah. Only thing I'll say is the bags for them Henrys are really expensive. Because they like a material and they're supposed to not create an odour or these particles are
See that one, my mum's Henry doesn't have bags in it, the one she's got.
Well, we've got the one we've got. Last time Well, I mean, we're talking this one's quite an old version, Richard, and they're like these. They're not a paper. They're like a material, and they're supposed to be.
As well, Gordo, and the Dyson DC50.
You spin Henry's head and the cable shoots in. You know what I mean? It winds the cable.
That does we ask because it's just got like a thing on top that it.
But my mum, she's bought Dysons, Henry's, and all sorts, and she doesn't like it. She says they're too heavy. And I said the cordless Dysons, the lights of feather. I said, if you can't manage one of them, you need to give up.
I've been thinking.
Yeah, I agree, Tommy. They are huge, and they do last you. I mean, I think it's probably about 2 years since we bought any. They do last, and you can just empty them out. Anyway, it's that time. It's off.
Yeah,
2.5 hours. Yeah, so I'll see you all on Friday.
Bye.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Well, Richard snuck off.
Yeah, he gets up really early for work.